So I picked up some more seeds for my SHTF garden plans. The reason why I got so many is, I mean, honestly, I can't eat that many realistically without getting sick because it's so much of the same food. But I got them for bartering because if something does go down, I mean, I'm not gonna make it on my own. I won't be able to. Uh, that's the best thing I can do is what I'm hoping for is that I can kind of work under someone who's a leader and work with support as sort of someone that basically helps maintain the food supply. Uh, we've got apartments around here that have balconies. We can garden off those. We have apartments around here that have windows. Things go bad. We can go on rooftops. There are ways to do this. We can find containers easily. We can make soil. Um, Around here in Fort Wayne, we have soil that's very clay-like. I think over in Portage, which is nearby, they have very sandy soil. So if you mix the two, you make loamy soil, which if you put them in a raised bed, can work. If you make them into a raised bed, they can work. Won't work as well as pine mix, but it should work. Especially if you make it a little extra sandy, just a little extra sandy, it should work. Um, anyway, I got chives and radishes here. Um, Chives and radishes because those can be grown in the summer or the fall or in the spring. So throughout the growing season, both of them can be. Um, Chives are a perennial, so they'll just keep coming back and back and back. They keep supplying food. Not to mention if you grow them indoors, even if you can't grow them in a situation where you have very much heating, you could potentially create something like a cold frame, which would, if you put in direct sunlight, um, you could potentially generate enough heat to keep them producing slowly, but you could potentially keep them producing. The chives, you could keep them producing temporarily. Um, so it'll be a little bit of food in the winter. Not much, but a little bit of food. But as far as rashes, I looked it up, and actually rashes, you could, instead of harvesting them in 3 to 5 weeks, if you go into the summer, you can actually let them go to seed, and you can actually get a much greater harvest by letting them go to seed. They will produce each one will produce hundreds of seed pods. So if you let them go to seed, you'll get a much bigger harvest. You can, once the seed pods emerge, instead of letting them dry out and harden, and the seeds fully dry out and mature, you can eat the seed pods when they're mature, not before they dry out, and you can eat them, and they taste pretty good from what I hear. They're very mild with just uh, a little sting of spice, but they're very mild and they taste better than the root. But you can get hundreds um, per plant over the course of the summer, and they're about that big from what I've seen. Pretty good size. You can just get more and more and more per plant throughout the summer months, and then come fall, you can let them dry out and save some. But yeah, and then you'll probably have some more to plant during the fall, and not from that uh, batch, but you'll probably have some left over from seeds you can plant in the fall for a little bit more food, and you also have chives coming in, and of course I know about some weeds you can eat around here. Like you can actually eat dandelions, so that won't be hard to grow. You can easily grow dandelions around here. You can eat dandelions like crazy. Purslane, if you can truly identify purslane, because there's something that looks a lot like it around here that's toxic. That's it's toxic, so you don't eat that. But you can eat purslane, so purslane's okay to eat. It's actually very good for you. Although I've heard in women it can be toxic if they eat too much, because of how much iron is in it, and women's bodies can't get rid of excess iron as well as men's bodies can. Simply because men's men have a much higher iron content because of their size. So a woman's body can't handle as much iron content, just because of the way the body is. So I guess women can't eat as much. That's what I've heard. I don't know if that's true or not, but um, anyway, these are just some things you can eat. I'm looking to some possible other things that can be made. I'm building up some supply of buckets. Gotta start making some large containers, buying some large containers to store coffee grounds in. Keep them in the bag, probably just keep them in the bag and put the bags in the containers and close them up and stack them up over there in my bedroom. That way they're contained, and even the containers fall over, they'll be in the bags. So since they're in the bags, they won't fall over on the carpet even if they fall over. So we should be good, and there shouldn't be a problem. And because they're in a container, probably one of those big storage containers, I won't have to worry about bugs. You know. So yeah. Anyway, that's just a little update on my SHTF garden plans. I'm gonna look into other things I can grow, but yep, just putting it there. I'm gonna be cleaning up today. I'm gonna be studying because something I really need to study is languages, so I can help the community work together. Especially if we're going to have a lot of people who are survivors, there's no guarantee everybody's going to speak the same language. We're going to have interpreters reliably, so I'm going to have to work very hard for being an interpreter. So, uh, yeah, but work on your skills, be an asset. Do what you can do. I'm looking up what I can do. So, yeah. Anyway, oh, that's about it for this check-in. I took a nap. I got to meditate a little bit to get my mind working again, but yeah. One of the best things you can probably invest in right now is a bidet, one of those portable bidets. Because if a community can pass that around, that's going to be great for hygiene. You can, one of those little bidets you can wash it off real easily. That's going to be great for hygiene. You can pass that around really easily. So, yeah, anyway, that's just a little update. And I hope you have a good day.